Hello folks, today I'm checking out a demo of a game called Ball Pit, which is developed by Devolver Digital. Now the store describes this as a brick-breaking, ball-fusing, base-building survival roguelite, which is a hell of a lot of tags to cram in there. But I think once you see some of the gameplay it'll make a little bit more sense. It's kind of like a combination of Brick Breaker with like Vampire Survivor elements and some bullet hell and some kind of like intra-level meta progression stuff. The game, it's very well done. The art style is really cool. The music is really nice. I've played it just a little bit, so I'm gonna hop right in and hope you guys enjoy as well. Balbalon has fallen. A pit is all that remains. Now treasure seekers flock to explore the depths. And here we are in the boneyard. WASD to move. Aim with the mouse, shoot with left click. And collect gems to get experience. Alright. So if any of you guys are a little bit older, you may have played some of this Brick Breaker kind of genre of games. It's very interesting to see new games. Enemies will attack if you get close. It's nice to see these new games kind of like reinventing some of the old genres. Like, they're basic, but they do them really well. F2 auto fire. Game speed 1, 2, and 3, which is up here as well. Gotta get these guys at the beginning. Don't want to take any damage. I think there was another game that came out recently called Peglin, which is kind of similar as well. It's very like ball-based. Leveled up. We got strength. So strength affects the base damage. Okay. And this is where it gets really interesting because you've got these 8 kind of like ball slots, I guess. And similar to Vampire Survivors, you choose upgrades and you can eventually like level them up and you fuse them into new kind of like super balls that do different things. So each run is very unique in that regards. And you have a different character. So right now this is like the default guy and each of them have special abilities. So you can pick and choose based on kind of synergies. So our options right now is to upgrade our bleed ball. So more bleed, more damage. We could do poison. So 1 stack of poison lasts for 6 seconds, deals additional damage. Or the egg sac explodes into baby balls on hitting an enemy. I like these games where it just gets chaos, where you have all kinds of stuff all over the screen. So let's go egg sac. One thing to note as well is you can kind of catch your special balls, which are like the big ones. Don't want to lose this, sorry. And then you're able to throw them back out quicker. All right, so if I catch that, then you don't need to wait for it to return. Endurance, HP. So we can get crit chance to 30% when hitting enemies on the right. Vampire ball, we may be able to heal a little bit. Or destroy the closest enemies when you're hit. I don't want to take damage just to destroy enemies, so let's go for the vampire ball. Let's try to get that up in there. Excellent. And you can see on the right hand side there's like a progress meter. That's kind of like when you get to different stages in the level. So fission randomly levels up your equipment 1 or more times, so we can get up to 5 upgrades. And we get 3, not too bad. Let's try to get it into there. Leadership. So baby ball count, baby ball damage, and launched balls. Okay. So we can level up bleed, we can level up vampire, or we can get the ghost ball. Now once they hit level 3, you're able to fuse them into like a new Mega Ball, right? So if we get 2 of them at level 3, then they can upgrade. I think the Ghost Ball is pretty good though. Passing through again is like allows you to do more damage once it gets to those back lines. So let's try that. I'm just not paying attention to this XP either. So let's try to focus on getting those. The little animations on the enemies are super nice as well. Just a nice little touch. Okay, it looks like you get leveled up as at random as well. So we can get movement speed. That's pretty good. Balls deal bonus damage until they hit a wall, which sounds kind of bad because there's a lot of walls you're going to hit. Or we can get level 3 of this one. I think movement is a pretty good option, so let's go for that. You also need to avoid those little arrows that come flying at you. And you get gold, which, like, that's part of the meta progression after the runs. So there's a lot of stuff going on. Like the enemy design, like look at that one, like that's super cool. Like some good variety. Okay. Upgrade Ghost Ball. A turret floats around and shoots Baby Ball every 2 seconds for an upgrade. Let's try the turret. Again, like I think more on the screen, more damage is better. We seem to be doing okay with like our DPS. So we're not too pressed for upgrades right now. Oop, fusion. Ooh, 1 to 5. What do we get? Okay, 2. It could be better, could be worse. Let's get these XP drops. Okay. Ooh, level up. Let's get this first. So, Ethereal Cloak. Balls go through enemies and deal bonus damage until they hit the back. We'll hit the back fairly quickly, so I guess that's good for the initial bit. And then they go back to normal, which maybe isn't the worst thing in the world. That one's a damage increase, and then increased crit chance when hitting enemies in the same column. I mean, we're all over the road, so I don't even know if that's worth it. Let's just go for the upgrade. Okay, so this... You can see that we've hit, like, the first tier. So this is our first boss. Obviously the field widens, which is nice. Gets a little bit more dramatic. Let's get these guys cleared out. Just focus down the boss a little bit. I don't think we can see what his HP is, so it's kind of like question mark. Seem to be okay. Let's just get some of these guys down as well. If we can get behind him, that'd be nice. Bounce around a little bit. There we go. Get these guys down. Get the level. Get leadership. Okay, so we've got the knife with crit chance on the left. I don't know how useful that is. It's hard to aim on the side of them. We can upgrade our ghost and we can upgrade the egg sack. Let's upgrade the egg sack. Okay, so he's getting real close to this front line here. Let's just... there it goes. Okay, so let's... Can we get a level? There we go. Increase range at which you pick up items. Yeah, maybe useful. There's the cloak again, and then the level. Now, that fusion we can pick up. So if we have multiple level 3s, I think we get a choice of what we want to fuse. So let's do that. There we go. So evolution fuses certain combinations of fully upgraded balls into powerful new balls, which is super cool. So you can fuse them or evolve them, or just do your level upgrades. Let's try the evolution. So we can do the spiky ball with the vampire, or the egg sack with the vampire. Let's do egg sack vampire. Again, this is where like the run uniqueness really comes in. Okay, Mosquito Swarm. Explodes into 3 to 6 mosquitoes. Mosquitoes attack random enemies, dealing damage. If a mosquito kills an enemy, they steal health. That sounds pretty good. We can get Wind, which passes through enemies and slows them down, but deals less damage. I think we need more damage. Increases area of effect. We don't really have area of effect currently. Or gain baby balls, which is the... I think the mosquito swarm counts as that, but your aim becomes scattered. Alright, let's try this one. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not super precise with my aim anyway. Okay, keep going, rocking through these guys here. Don't want them to get to the front. They've definitely got more health now that we've moved past that first boss. Let's grab this fusion. Okay, we can upgrade that. We can upgrade our Mosquito Swarm. Or we get Wind. Let's get Mosquito Swarm again, and we'll get the fusion. 3's pretty good. I think we're now level 3 Mosquito Swarm. And level 3 turret. Okay. So if we get another fusion, or fission I should say, we should be able to upgrade some of those. A lot of gold there. We got some wheat. You'll see what the wheat, and if you saw earlier, there's wood as well. You'll see what those do after the run's over. Gotta like bounce them up on the side here, maybe. They're getting real close. Yeah, our damage is barely enough to keep these guys at bay. Okay, let's grab this quick. Okay, fusion combines any two, combining their properties into one. So let's combine our bleed with our mosquito swarm, which is interesting because this was already evolved and now it's being fused. So another layer deep. So, bleed mosquito swarm. So 4 stacks of bleed. Bleeding enemies receive damage, up to 14 stacks, and it explodes into mosquitoes. You steal health. Mosquitoes also inflict hit effects from bleed. Okay, so the mosquitoes can apply bleed, which is crazy because there's a whole lot of them too. So we're stacking bleed like crazy. And now we can get Earthquake, which is AoE, really good. More damage after hitting the back. If they pass through, I guess that makes sense. Or more baby balls. Let's try the AoE, because we're kind of desperate for damage right now. Come on. Don't lose this. There we go. I want to try to get it in behind them, but there's just too many on this front line that we're falling behind here. See, like, let's get some in back there. There we go. Now, if they hit us, it's not the end of the world. We do take some damage. Can we get the level first? There we go. Okay, so we can do 150% damage. Oh, okay, that's not that great. Again, this is the left side, not the greatest, and then dodging incoming attacks. These kind of all are not great. I can re-roll. Let's try that. More burn. Okay. I guess we don't have any burn. We have bleed, not burn. So adding burn, we can increase our baby rattle, or we can increase our earthquake. I think we do earthquake. And then we'll grab this. Hopefully get a few more levels. Got 3. That's pretty good. We've got a few more balls that are now level 3, which are letting us get that fusion. Ooh, come on, work these guys down. Again, like I think we're okay-ish. But as soon as that boss gets close to our level, oh yeah, there we go. See, we got hit for 10 for both of those guys. losing XP because I'm focused on not getting hit, but I'm not doing too well at that either. Kind of trying to bounce them off those guys into the boss. Oh boy, okay. We're about to take a lot of damage here. I don't think this level's gonna save us. Yeah, just go for that. Doesn't matter. Oh. Oh, it's over. Okay, not too bad. So warrior leveled up. So this is the meta progression, right? So as you play, you're naturally going to get these stats. So we automatically got more move speed and ball speed, and then 2 dexterity, which is crit chance and fire rate. So if we keep playing and dying, you know, even if we're not progressing, our character does get better. Okay, let's return to base. Now this looks really cool. Okay, welcome to New Balbalon, your home base. Let's plant some wheat to get started. Open the build menu. Okay, select wheat field. I guess this is like your base building element in this kind of pit. So let's plant some wheat. Place a forest tile. I guess we can plant that. Now you have some resource tiles. You'll need to send out someone to harvest them. So of course, you play ball breaker to get your resources, which is hilarious. So aim towards the resources and click to send the worker off. You only have 1 shot per day. Okay, so we'll just bounce them, get them both. Your workers have a limited time per harvest before getting exhausted. All right, cool. You can hold right click to speed up the harvest or escape to cancel it. All right. We only have 2, so this is not too difficult. So we got 1 wheat, 1 wood. You'll need the resources to construct other buildings and upgrades. Lots of cool. Okay. What else can we do? We can expand. Okay, not in the demo. We can rearrange. So, okay, so we can just move resources whenever we want, it looks like. We can build more. We have 76 gold. So like we could build another wheat. And then the forest costs 2 wheat and 50 gold, but we don't have enough gold, that's fine. Warfare, we need blueprints. Housing, we need blueprints as well, okay. I guess we will, it looks like there's 3 characters currently. Complete more levels and more buildings, okay. So we'll go back to our warrior. Starts with the bleed ball. Obviously breakdown of the stats, cool. Okay, we'll select him. Go back to the boneyard. It looks like the demo is just the 1 level. So 9 undiscovered blueprints. So seems like there's a decent amount in the demo at least. Okay, we are back. Let's try to focus on maybe some new things this time around. I don't know if it's worthwhile to stay like closer to the enemies or further back so you can catch this easier. We're pretty slow though, so it makes it tricky to grab it. Okay, what do we got? What are we starting with? Dodging, area of effect, or baby balls. Reroll. Ooh. Deals damage to all enemies in the same row. Sounds good. Movement speed or baby ball when you pick up a gem. Okay, gem being the experience gems, right? I think this sounds pretty neat. The baby balls, like you'll get stuff on the map, I guess, but like I don't think they do a whole lot of damage. Leadership, good. Okay, that's the one, like when you get hit. I don't like taking damage to deal damage. Upgrade our bleed. or deal bonus damage. Let's upgrade the bleed. Okay, there's our fusion. Let's try to get a level first. Gives us more options for level upgrades. There we go. Okay, ooh, level 2, that's good. We can also get crit chance when hitting enemies on the right, or we can get a poison ball. Let's get the poison ball, because then this fusion, we may pick up a couple levels from it. Not quite as nice as I hoped for, but you know what? One level is one level. So it looks like we picked up a stone, which we haven't unlocked from our city building element yet. Okay, I like this start better than the last one. It just feels like we have more overall damage. Should just be focusing back there, shouldn't I? Okay, again, let's try to get this level, then we'll grab the fusion. Stone effigy. Every 7 to 12 rows, spawn a soldier with health on my side. They're immune to ball damage and move up the field, blocking and attacking enemies. Interesting. Okay, a ruby hilted dagger increases crit chance. That's good if you have the balls that get behind them, or if they go through. That sounds pretty good. And then we have our turret again. This sounds interesting. If you can push guys back, it gives you a little bit of leeway, right? Okay, 3 levels is good. Now we have level 3 bleed and level 3 laser ball. So we have an opportunity to fuse those guys. Looks like we have a little health bottle. Beautiful. I'm curious, like, I want to see what he actually does. There's nobody in his column though, so we'll see if he just goes off the screen or not. Okay, so we get the earthquake ball. We can upgrade our poison ball or the effigy. Let's get our poison ball. Okay, so he's about to hit that dude. Oh, look at that. Okay, so he's just pushing him straight back. Okay, that's neat. And then he takes enough damage and then he just dies. Okay. Let's grab this. Okay, so we can combine 2. Or like we can evolve. We've got a couple things going on here. I feel like bleed and poison could be an interesting one. So let's give that a go. Because you've got a lot of like area of effect going on there. So we have inflicting stacks of bleed. They get extra damage when they're hit by a ball when they're bleeding. It's going to apply poison as well. So now we should be able to apply a lot of effects to these guys. It also frees up another ball slot just in case we ever get close to that 8. Okay, what do we have here? Effigy, we have the ghost ball and slingshot. Let's try slingshot now. I wonder if that effigy is going to push the boss back. Does not appear the case. He died. Now the problem is we don't have enough of these special balls, so when they get stuck behind like that, we're just throwing these basic ones. So unless we're hitting them, we're kind of in a little bit of a trouble here. Let's get these guys down. We just need to go right on the boss, just full out. Come on, come on. Beautiful. Egg sac again. Brood mother. 25% chance of birthing a baby ball each time it hits an enemy. That sounds pretty interesting. Let's go for brood mother. Sheriff's office. Unlocks a new character. Blueprint found. Okay, cool. Another level. So we can upgrade brood mother. We can get the ever-flowing goblet, heal past max, or upgrade our effigy. Let's get the brood mother. We need more damage. Can we get another level? There we go. Okay, so we already had poison, but we can get it again. And we can get earthquake. Let's get earthquake. And grab this quick. Upgrade our levels. Earthquake, brood mother, and effigy. Not bad, not bad. Oh, losing my XP. Okay, so we can do more damage. We can more damage after hitting the back. Or earthquake. I think we do earthquake because we have the fusion we could pick up, and we have a bunch of level 3s now. So let's grab that. Okay, so we can do brood mother with earthquake. We do laser earth. So these are both AoE focused. Let's try those. Okay, so it deals damage to enemies in the same row and nearby units. So that's a pretty beefy combination. Yeah, that's nice. You can't aim sideways, so we're just gonna have to take that damage. Okay, let's try to work these guys back. Yeah, we're getting overwhelmed again. I think we're at the end here. Just not enough. Okay. Leveled up. 2 more strength, 1 more endurance. We also get an upgrade. Okay, so we get the harvest clock increase. Or we can pierce through boulders when harvesting stone. We don't really need a harvest clock because we don't have a whole lot. So let's try this. And we got the blueprint. So let's return to base and see what that's all about. You've unlocked a housing blueprint. Building a house will unlock a new character. Okay, so let's go to the build menu. Housing, sheriff's office. Rotate with R. I guess we'll throw it up in the corner. And we've unlocked the itchy finger. Okay, interesting. Did we unlock anything else? No. We do have this boulder for stone. I guess I don't know, let's try that. Build another wheat. Guess that's all we can do. We can do harvest for a day. Try that. Beautiful, got everything. Still don't quite know what we're going to do with all the resources, aside from building more resources. I guess more buildings when they get unlocked. Okay, so can we play our other... Yes, we can. So the itchy finger, he is a disgraced deputy. Has scattered aim but shoots twice as fast and constantly launches balls if any are available. Can move at full speed while shooting. And he starts with a burn. That sounds pretty good. So let's try with this guy. And back to the boneyard. Okay. Ooh, okay. This guy definitely shoots faster. He's moving faster. The burn I like. He's even got his own little unique health bar off to the left-hand side. That's a nice little touch. Get that behind. feel I've been just kind of like randomly running around, not really like optimizing my plan all that much. Balls that hit flaming enemies light on fire and deal bonus damage. Well, we have burn, so that feels good. I liked this in the last one, but I feel like if we already have burn, maybe we try Midnight Oil. Yeah, because now you can see all these balls are on fire, right? That'll help us in the long run, I guess. Doing stuff like boss damage, right? So we can upgrade burn, we can upgrade oil, or we can get bottled tornado. When you catch a special ball, automatically shoot new balls. We're not doing too great at catching the special ones, so maybe we deal extra damage. Focus on that one. It's one of those games where you want to catch these special balls, obviously, but there's just so much going on, especially when you just start playing. Like, you've got all your XP on the ground, you've got to look at your rows to make sure no one's getting too close, you want to make sure you're avoiding the arrows. I feel like it's really easy to kind of get lost, right? Unless you're someone who's like an Enter the Gungeon pro or something, right? Let's get these guys worked down. We desperately need damage. I want to try to level first. Okay, so we can do fire rate increase, extra egg sac damage. We just need damage. Okay, 3 levels is good. The last run we started out better, but then we faded pretty quick. This run we're not starting out all that well, or it feels like we're not. They're just getting way too close for comfort. Okay. Earthquake is good. Freeze ball, slow enemies, or we get the laser ball. Let's try laser again and try to get some levels. Alright, I'm happy with 3. So that gives us 2 level 3s and a level 2. Try to get these guys good. Can we sneak it back there? You need to get those little pockets where the special ball can kind of bounce around in. Although our DPS definitely has increased. Alright, we're clearing a path a lot easier. Bonus damage, crit chance, or we'll increase this laser ball. Maybe we can get 1 more level? Ah, scrap it. We'll fuse them. So we've got the burn with the egg sac or the laser. Let's do burn laser. That sounds interesting. Okay, so adds burn on hit for 5 seconds, burnt units are dealt extra damage, and then all enemies in the row. And then area of effect damage from laser also inflicts status effects from burn. Okay. I like it. Which means all these other little balls get that kind of like burn effect a lot easier. So now we have a bleed ball, crit chance when hitting in the same column, or launching baby ball. Let's go for bleed. We're kind of like piling up status effects at this point. Okay, first boss. Our damage has definitely picked up though. We were struggling last time to kind of clear this. So let's just kind of like smash him from the side here. Try to get some good bounces. Oh, let's get our XP before we forget. Crit chance in the front is not bad. Let's try that. Because we're obviously hitting front on quite often. Especially if it's a boss like this. That was quick. Okay. Spike ball increase, crit chance increase, dodge increase. do the bleed increase right now. I'll grab this. Okay, that was a little bit lackluster. New level. Let's do 3 on the bleed. Yeah, this guy's fire rate is definitely starting to kick in now. Like, it feels a lot more comfortable. Let's get them in behind. There we go. This is good. I think the idea is always to just kind of like angle them. You don't want to be straight on like that. You want to like be sideways to give them as much bounce as possible. Okay, so we have the vampire ball, which synergizes. Okay, we already know. It's interesting because we've already done the synergy. It tells us what it will produce. I like that. We can upgrade to level 3 on our crit damage, or we can get Broodmother. So we have Egg Sac, which explodes into baby balls. So we're getting a lot of baby ball as well. So maybe let's push into that too. What can we fuse? Egg Sac, bleed. Okay. So, inflicting bleed, exploding into baby balls, and the spawn balls from Egg Sac have the same properties as bleed. Alright. It's an interesting dynamic for how you can get, like, effectively increased weapons. Because, like, you only have spots for 8. But if you're combining 2 weapons into 1, then you get, obviously, room for an additional one. It's a really cool mechanic. Like the lighting and all the art style while we're playing, I think is really nice. Let's try to get one more level first before we pick up the fission. There we go. So we can get our crit, we can get the area of effect. So we have Earthquake, don't we, on one of them? I can't remember. We have the laser for sure. So that could be okay now. And ball launch speed. I think we'll try this area effect. Grab that. 3, that's pretty good. I think we're now max level on that one. We are. Broodmother's still level 2. So maybe let's see if we can get something that may complement Broodmother. And line them up to get maybe a little bit of a fusion going on. There we go. It's so satisfying seeing like all the lasers light up, all the damage numbers pop up. It kind of scratches that itch, right? Let's get this level first. Then we'll grab the fusion. Got some wood to pick up. There we go. So we can upgrade our staff, we can get movement speed or the special ball. If you combine that with Broodmother, you would just have baby balls and spawn things everywhere. So let's give that a go. Could be better, could be worse. Try to sneak him in the back line here. Gotta clear out this front. There we go. Okay, boss 2. We got our butt kicked last time here, so see if we can get a little bit further. Let's get these out of the way. Now we do get extra crit by going straight on, so we could just try to burn him down this way. Okay, add more vertical, which is good. Straight on will help. Freeze or tornado. I think let's add this one. Oh, got the boss down. That's good. Now let's just catch up on getting these guys. Some good XP drops. So, Broodmother can go to 3. What's going to give us more damage overall? I feel like the range on this one is better. Let's try that. Also, getting it to 3, opening it up to fusion is good, because we can do that right now. Oh, we can't? Sorry. I guess we need one more ball. There we go. That looks good. Oh boy. Love it. Let's grab all of our XP. Okay, so we're full, right? Everything's loaded up. Because of that, we can't get an additional one, but we can get extra gold, extra wheat, extra stone. What's harder to come by? Stone, probably? We need the fission drops to upgrade our special balls. We get some back there. We gotta clear out this front. XP all over the field here. But we desperately want a fission. We gotta get some upgrades. Levels aren't gonna help us if we can't get new balls. I don't know if the fusions are just like random or if they're dropped at specific intervals or level kind of positions. That's kind of what we're hunting for right now. Grab some wood. It's nice though, like even if you are just kind of like grinding the levels, you'll still get those resources to upgrade your town afterwards. So it'll help you out in the long run. Obviously in the demo we don't have all the buildings unlocked, but I'm assuming you're going to want to accrue a lot of those resources. Okay, we're falling behind here. Oh, there's fusion. Okay, we only have one. It's the Broodmother laser. Okay, so what new things? Spawn balls from Broodmother have the same properties as the laser. That sounds really cool. So it's a lot of lasers going on. Now if we get a level, we should hopefully be able to get a new ball, which should give us more damage. I'm barely hanging in here. Okay, what do we get? We can get the laser again. We can get the wind, or we can get egg sac. I don't like any of them. I mean, this is okay, but we have a lot of laser already, so maybe let's re-roll. Passing through enemies. That could be good to kind of work the back line. More laser and freeze. Let's try the ghost ball. Because if we can get some damage on the guys in the back earlier, it'll just make them die quicker. Go. Seem to be having a little bit more success. There's just chaos on the screen right now. I love it. Okay, let's try to sneak him in the back here. Not much of a choice there. Ooh, okay, we're at the boss. Let's get these guys cleared out. Try to get some little side damage here. Ooh, creepy skeleton man. Very ominous. Let's try to get our XP while we can here. Okay, are we doing damage? We're not. Oh, okay, now I think we're... Okay. Interesting. This is like the bullet hell side of it, right? Where we need to avoid as much as we can. I think, we need to hit him from behind on that crown, it looks like. All the while dodging his stuff. And that stupid ball. Come on. Now the unfortunate thing is, why am I not catching that one? A lot of our damage is coming from like Broodmother and like the spawns, which I don't know if we're gonna get the same effect on this guy or not. I'm just trying to avoid everything. I know I'm aiming to the right side to kind of bounce behind, but I'm not really looking too closely into that. What's nice is we do have a health meter for this guy, so we can see if we are damaging him. And it looks like we slowly are. Just trying to get everything back. Ooh. And just you just kind of hope, maybe we go this side. You just kind of hope that you're going to get something to hit. It looks like we're getting there. It is a little bit jank. Good luck catching your special balls with this stuff going on. Okay, we're getting there. We're, what, maybe a third down? That's not so bad. Try to change the angle a little bit. Try this side now. Every once in a while I can just see my laser shooting. Whoop. I can just see my laser shooting down. So I know I hit him with something, but it's pretty minor damage overall. But you know what? We're chipping away. We're not a very good single target damage dealer, especially because we can't crit him with the front attacks. So it's just like he's negating all of our kind of build characteristics. Trying to think what kind of balls would be good for this guy. Like if you're building with something in mind, I guess passing through. Like could you pass through these guys just to bounce to the back? I'm guessing so. Maybe the baby ball or the ones where you just get a ton of little things on the field. That way you've got more of a shot to get them back there. It's cool. It's a cool mechanic how he throws his arm like that. I'm assuming also when the game fully releases, there will be new special balls. So there could be some kind of new things to look at there as well. I need to stop running into those. Okay. Keep going, chip it away at him. Oh no. I was paying attention to the arrows and not to his attacks. It's getting a little hairy, but he's almost done. Couple more hits. And I'm almost done too. Jeez. Let's hang in there. Come on. Like 2 hits or something. Like we're so close. Just get him. We got him, boys. We got a gear. one more until the next lift upgrade is unlocked. Whoa. Okay, we also got the Boneyard Trophy. Gain 0.05 status effect power for each character you've completed the Boneyard with. Each fast tier completed on top of that adds a 0.05 bonus per character. Okay, interesting. 20-minute run, a little bit slow, but we did it. Leveled up the itchy finger so we get extra speed and dexterity. Leveled him up twice. Set more endurance, leadership, and intelligence, and we get a special. So increase movement speed while harvesting, and increase the range at which wheat is collected. Again, like, I don't know if either of those are really important. Like, is this wheat while we're in the run, and this is movement speed while we're in the town? I guess that. So, blueprint, we got the gear. Return to base. So what else can we do? Can we build... This guy's 100 gold and 4 stone, which we've got. So if we were to build it, tuck her in there. Send workers to bounce on the scaffold to complete the building. Okay, I guess we just do it through the harvest as well. Maybe. Yep, looks like it. That's an interesting but cool mechanic. I don't know if it's done. No, you have to hit it 10 times. Okay, so it's gonna take you a couple kind of like runs to do that. What else can we do? Nothing else unlocked. We could build more resources, that's fine. We haven't unlocked the character. And just to give you guys a heads up, this looks to be the buildable area. So when you start expanding, you're gonna have a lot of real estate to play with. So that is super cool. I think there's a lot of stuff, a lot of mechanics and systems they're gonna build out, which is really neat. The pit lift, so we're 1 out of 2 gears. You can unlock deeper levels. So obviously more levels, like getting the 2nd gear is gonna unlock you your 2nd level. But in the demo, I know once you get the 2nd gear, the demo is done. So effectively, that's Ball Pit, guys. I don't know about you guys, but I'm excited to see this fully released. I'm definitely going to be picking it up when it comes out. I'll leave a link to the demo and to the full game for the Steam store in the description below. So hopefully you guys are interested in it as well. I think it's super cool if this is kind of up your alley, which it definitely is for me. So I'm just going to leave it here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.